wasn't just hard to land a punch on Floyd, it was almost impossible. Opponents train for months, analysts study for years, but still no one solves the puzzle. Why can't anyone hit Floyd Mayweather?
I feel like we knew from the start that it was going to be Mayweather. I feel like we knew. He's undefeated. It was only right that he would, remain that way.
The untouchable 50-0 record, 15 major world championships across 5 weight classes, numerous Fighter of the Year awards, bronze medal at the '96 Olympics. Floyd Mayweather's resume has been etched into the history of boxing forever. Yet many haters and critics say that he just ran or used the shoulder roll. The real reason Mayweather was so untouchable lies in what most fans missed. Most fighters fight in 3 zones: too far to land, too close to miss, or just close enough to trade. But Floyd operated in a 4th zone, just outside of your range, but always inside his. He didn't run and he didn't shell up. He made you miss by inches and not feet. It's not just reflex, it's calculated spacing. Mayweather mastered what's called controlling the pocket. Most fighters back up in a straight line to escape. Floyd pivots out and slides laterally, taking angles that reset the center line. You throw a combination and he's not there, but when your feet are stuck, his counter is. It's more than just perfect defense. It's a chess game and he's 3 moves ahead. You think you're in range and you're not. You miss and you're already getting hit. That's the difference between being hard to hit and being nearly untouchable. Distance was just the start though, because if you ever did manage to close the gap, you have to deal with the shoulder roll. The shoulder roll is one of the most misunderstood techniques in boxing. Most fighters just think it's a move, but for Mayweather, it was a system. This is something that has been taught as fundamental and perfected with over 20 years of boxing experience. Every punch that he throws is calculated, precise, and controlled. He knows exactly where to place it, and he knows exactly where it's going. There's no wasted movement and no missteps. It's a perfect display of defensive mastery in boxing. You can see here when the right hand comes in from Canelo, he's able to break it off his shoulder here and fire back right away. Same thing as if a hook was coming, his right glove would already be there to catch it. It's calculated, it's precise, it's a reaction, it's not a thought. Many try to replicate, but few come close. And as we were talking about pocket control earlier, he can sit there right in front of you, make you miss and make you pay, basically eliminating your offense when you do manage to close the gap. The shoulder roll wasn't just about slipping punches, it was about inviting them in. And as soon as he could read your patterns, that's when it got really dangerous. And by the time the second round comes, Floyd Mayweather already got you mapped. He knows how you fight, not just your favorite combos, but your timing, your habits, and your rhythm. He was never reacting to the punches coming. He predicted. His reflexes weren't speed, it was collected data that he picked up earlier in the fight. He let you show your hand, and then used it against you later to shut you down. You can see a good example of it here versus Canelo. When he fires out his jab, you can see Canelo react right away with a right hand. Floyd slips and fires a right hand of his own, slightly missing, but Canelo's right hand stayed down. Seconds later in the fight, he used that against him.
It's like Mayweather's inviting him in to throw his own right hand. He's trying to.
So this time, instead of firing back with a right hand of his own, he noticed Canelo was getting lazy with his right hand, shot a left hook over the top, and caught him clean. And once Floyd downloaded your rhythm and forced you to be cautious before stepping in, that's when he took fighters into deep water and started dominating the ring. Although he was untouchable, you don't go 50-0 by just being hard to hit. You do it by controlling every second of every round. That's ring generalship, and Mayweather made it an art form. The pace isn't changing hands throughout the fight. He's dictating it, and he's managing it himself. Watch how he cuts off Manny Pacquiao and slows his rhythm. As a heavy pressure fighter, he keeps a stiff jab. He fights when he wants to, and then when it's time to stay away, he's able to chew out the whole clock, knowing that he has the round in the bag. It's It's really interesting strategy, and a lot of people call it running, but the objective of boxing is to hit and not get hit, and Mayweather has mastered that art form. Though it may not have been exciting, it was effective. You take away your rhythm, take away your confidence, and by round 7, take away your will to fight. Although we're long past the pre-boy Floyd days, so we don't see many knockouts anymore, Floyd is never scared of standing in front of an opponent, making a miss, and hit him with some perfectly placed shots along the way. Making you miss with his feet was the ideal, but if he had to, his head movement was spectacular. Mayweather had turned the ring into a playground, and it didn't matter the size of the fight, he brought it to any opponent. Being the highest grossing pay-per-view boxer of his time, Mayweather's fights were all massive. Certain fights to highlight were something like versus Pacquiao, where he really took time to cater to his positioning, downplay Pacquiao's assault with a stiff jab, and really mind his position in the ring to not hit the corners or be on the ropes as much as he can. His game plan is solid, bulletproof, and 100% stuck to throughout the fight. Next up, we got versus Shane Mosley. In this one, he got cracked real good twice. After that, it was hard to land a punch on him, and if you did, he made you pay. You have a young, powerful puncher with time and control like Canelo. He was patient, skilled, and polished. Despite the power that a young Canelo had, Floyd was able to keep him off him with a lot of feints, keep him off balance, keep him off rhythm, making it hard for him to make a decision as to when it's safe to come in. Many people try, but none come close. Mayweather's skills come from years of dedication, 20 years in the sport, and complete mental discipline to achieve this. Here's a couple of people that tried to imitate, but fell just short. Adrian Broner made a misread on a hook coming here from Maidana, thinking it was going to the body, tried to bat it down, and it just caught him over the top. It was nasty. Here's a look at Broner doing the Philly shell. He's just off balance, his feet are crossed, he's standing too straight. He's gonna get knocked one way or another. You see him stumbling a bit there. And then here he is, caught by the exact same hook, thinking it's going to the body, coming over top of the head. It's just not as polished, not as clean as Mayweather. Next up here we got Devin Haney. He just kept getting caught with the exact same left hook throughout the entire fight. If he approached this first one here in the second round a lot differently, maybe it could have been a different fight for him. Rather than trying to step back and avoid the punch, he should have blocked, stepped forward, and threw a hook of his own. Ryan Garcia was not blocking it. If he did that, maybe the fight could have gone a little bit differently, could have dictated the tempo a bit, because he gets caught with the exact same punch here in the 7th, and it's really what puts him out. Floyd Mayweather didn't just avoid punches, he made you question why you threw them. His defense was an art form crafted over 20 years, built on data, science, and discipline. If you want more breakdowns of styles and legends, subscribe to Ring Vision HQ. Stay sharp.